Let's keep it going. Part 2.
One, two, three.
First, House. Directed by Cunningham with William Catt from Greatest American Hero. This is an awesome movie. Some haunted house fun. Then I have House 2, the second story. It's pretty good as well. Not as good as the first one, but it has its own its own thing. I also have House 2, but the Anchor Bay. Pretty cool. The House of the Devil. Some dark sky horror. House at the End of the Street with Jennifer Lawrence. I've actually seen this. It was okay. A twist that's not so much a twist, but House of the Damned. Old school black and white horror. Cool. House of the Dead. I think I tried to watch this. It's like a video based on a video game, but I could have never get through it. And then you never really see House of the Dead 2. I don't even know they made a part 2 till I found it, but it's in the collection. House of Exorcism with Telly Savalas. Kojak. Never seen it. House on Haunted Hill double feature. The remake. I don't think I have the original one. I might somewhere on the old school classic horror ones. That's another section. Return on Blu-ray. No biggie. House of the Wolfman. I think this is like a newer movie, but it's made like in the style of the old horror. I got this on a haul like 2 weeks ago. House of Wax, the remake with Elijah Cuthbert and Jared Padalecki. This is actually, people don't like this, but I thought it was okay. I've actually watched it, like maybe like 5 times. I have it on Blu-ray. I also have it on the Blu-ray that's a double feature with 13 Ghosts, but that's in another section. The original classic, The Howling. Special edition. Just has the insert. But the thing is that I've been wanting to pick up the Scream Factory one, but every time I come across it, it doesn't have the slip. And then I was like, well, I'll just order it with the slip. But then even that's been a task. So I haven't picked it up yet. And then I've always looked for part 2, My Sister's a Werewolf, but I haven't been able to find that one either. But I do have part 3, The Marsupials. That's pretty much a turd. And then the original Nightmare, Howling. I think there's another one. I don't have it. The Freaks or something like that. And then I have Full Moon, New Blood, The Howling Reborn. Humongous. Old school horror. Like a crazy edition. When I was a kid, I remember I saw this like on previews, but I never knew what it was called. And then later on, when I grew up, I found out that it was Humongous. I just knew it was like about a killer, like a big giant killer. But up next, The Hunger, David Bowie, Susan Sarandon. I think it's like a vampire, old school 70s vampire movie, I guess. Or 80s, maybe like early 80s. The Hunt, pretty cheesy alien, low budget movie. It has the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street 2, the Brady. I forget his name, Robert or something like that. The Hunt for the Unicorn Killer. This is like a weird Fox Originals release. I've never watched it, but I've always been into like serial killers and stuff. Hunting the Legend, some cheesy Bigfoot. I've never seen this one though. I picked this up on a haul a while back. It's like a comedy horror, uh, but it's still sealed. Satire movie, I guess, about horror, but it's actually pretty expensive. I think like $80 or something like that. Up next we have I Am Zozo. Zozo's that demon that everybody's scared of from the Ouija board. Identity? John Cusack, where that guy has like 7 personalities and you don't know until the end that they're all in his brain. Idle Hands. Some young Jessica Alba. It's pretty cool. It's like comedy horror. 90s. If I Die Before I Wake. You don't really see this one around a lot. An artisan release. It's like a home invasion that's pretty crazy. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Some old school 90s teen horror. I Still Don't Know What You Did Last Summer. I've never gotten around to get these on Blu-ray. Like, I think I saw the multi-pack Blu-ray one time. But I never picked it up. I Always Know What You Did Last Summer. I never even seen this one. I Madman. I know this had got a Blu-ray release, but I think I've seen this. The first time I saw this was like on USA, like Up All Night or something like that. Imposter. I think this is more like sci-fi, but it does have like horror, like people getting mutilated in it. Have to fix that. Incubus with Tara Reid. This is one of those ones that just because it was horror I picked it up, but I never seen it. Now this is an awesome movie. Annette Bening, Adrian Quinn, Robert Downey Jr. Like a psychological mind fuck movie, and it's about this crazy killer that when he was a kid, like his town flooded, and then he escaped from the psych ward, and it's Robert Downey Jr.'s character, and then he like kidnaps Annette Bening's daughter, and then she's hunting for her, and then there's another little girl involved, but it's really interesting and really thrilling if you ever would check it out. I actually have 2. Infested, Invasion of the Killer Bugs. I never seen this one. I'm not sure who's in it. Amy Jo Johnson from the Power Rangers. That's weird. Inheritance. Never seen it, but it's horror. Looks kind of spooky. Innkeepers. This is a pretty good movie about this hotel that's closing down, and this girl and this guy are like looking for ghosts before it closes down. And you think like, after you watch it for a while, you think like they're not gonna find ghosts, but she eventually does, and it's pretty horrifying. Innocent Blood. Some old school vampire against the mob or something like that. I seen this before. I think it has Robert Loggia. I have 2. Snapback. Insight of Evil. Cheesy horror. Never seen it. Intruders. Miranda Cosgrove. Never seen it. I don't even know what it's about. It's in the collection though. Invader, a Philip Cook film based on a book, I think, about alien invasion. The Invasion. I guess these aren't really like horror, but I think these are here because coming up is Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and that's pretty much horror. So I have these on the same kind of genre. So the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is a pretty cool edition, I guess. It has an insert. The old school one. And then the new one, the Donald Sutherland, the remake, I guess. Cool. And the same one, I guess, but it's a collector's edition. And then I have it on Blu-ray. I'm pretty much remember where I got them from a pawn shop, and then I bought this at Walmart when they had those like alternate cover. I think it's yeah, it's in here. And then another edition, I guess this is like the original old school release. Can't have enough of that horror. Insidious, the first one. I seen this one because I was interested in that, like that red demon man, because I have some stories about a shadow man that I never seen him, but people I know have seen him. Have it on Blu-ray. I might make a video on it this month since it is gonna be Halloween month. It'll be like a kind of like a story video. Insidious Chapter 2. And the last one for this shelf, Insidious Chapter 3. So, anyways, guys, I want to head out to the gym. See you on the next shelf.